I was muted the whole time. I'm so stupid. That's fine. Let me just say everything I said again, but better and audible. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tales from the Yawning Portal. It's okay. It's really early anyways, so we're getting started silly. We're getting started a little silly. Um, my name is Max. I'll be your dungeon mistress this evening, and I am aware that this is not the usual view that you get when you tune into the stream and I flip that button. Normally we have an overlay and like other people here. Right now it's just me. So how this is going to work tonight, and I'm here on the front end to explain it, it's kind of a two-part episode, right? So the first half of this session here, which will be about 2 hours, should be ending at about 7 Central, is a pre-recorded episode that we made the other day because, well, mainly because we have a production baby on the way and things have been crazy with scheduling. So we recorded the first half of it, and in about just a few minutes here, I'm going to play that for you. The second half of the episode will be live with me and all of my people as we delve into the final boss fight. But we have a couple hours here showing you what led up to that from the last episode, as we do our little finale here. So, long story short, TLDR. First half recorded, second half live. So save your lucks and blesses and curses until then. I will be in the chat, hanging out. And hopefully some of my other cast members will be there as well, until, we go live. But yeah. So, without further ado, let's take it away, past Max. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales from the Yawning Portal. My name is Max. I'll be your dungeon mistress for this evening, and with me, I have a wonderful cast and crew as we're about to wrap up our grand adventure through Tales from the Yawning Portal with our season finale this evening. Real quick before we get started and I introduce everybody else, just so you all know, this is a pre-recorded episode because this is the only way we could do the finale without terrible consequences of not having my players. So, we are doing it tonight, and all of the blesses and curses and lucks, we will just take that as you cheering us on because they're going to get reset next season anyways. So thank you for being there. Hopefully all of my cast and crew, more or less, I will definitely be in chat watching and commenting on our recording. So super happy and excited for you all to see this. I have no idea how this is going to go tonight. It could go very badly. But yeah, mechanically, everybody in my party has all 3 lucks already, and they can drop a blessing and a curse anytime they want to. But only one. So, with all that said, my beautiful people over here, I've got, bringing up the front line, Kazwin over here, who is ran by Karan. We've got Raphael as well, ran by Andrew's Wiki over there. Claire, who is run by Maria. And last but not least, Della, who is run by Reina. It's a really strange way to do their names like that. It's kind of in reverse, but who cares, special night, special occasion. It's the finale. So those are all my lovely players. In addition to that, we do have a couple of announcements. First off, we do have on Sunday nights, I believe right now, our Kids on Broom game that is running. Huge fan of that. It is like a Hogwarts kind of style JRPG, TTRPG, where your players are kind of running through Wizard High School and trying to make their way through as a young coven, and dealing with emotional and other issues. I highly recommend you check that out. They just started recording and streaming again. It's run by Danny. I believe it starts at 7 Central Time normally. If not, maybe 8. I will have to check the time on that. I'm very sorry. Beyond that, for tonight, we have a couple of mediums to shout out. First off, Tailspire is everything you're going to see in the center of the screen. Down there, I think I'm pointing in the right direction. It is a fantastic tool that you can use on the Steam page. You can get it there. Great way to add a Z-axis to your games, and really just to make beautiful looking boards for all of your home games. So I highly recommend you check that out. Tails Tavern is also an addendum, an additional nice little tool. Highly recommend you check that out. Lots of creators upload awesome boards and stuff where you can actually just directly import it into your games. A lot of stuff was not made by me in tonight's things. But I am a creator and I upload stuff to there from time to time as well, so highly recommend you check that out. I think since we're not doing blessings, curses, and other things, it's time to get into our season finale of Iron Valor Tales from the Yawning Portal. Take it away, intro scene. Welcome back, everybody. So, last time, and really just for the last many episodes, our party has been tasked with destroying a secret Thayan vault known as the Doom Vault. It contains phylacteries for the Thayan Lich army. On top of the board, which is what my party has decided to call themselves, has somewhat succeeded in that they have not died, but ultimately failed to destroy the Doom Vault on their first pass through. Had to leave behind a very special friend, Nikki Orlov, in the dungeon because his soul was bound to it. But not all was totally bleak, as Nikki told them they should go to a place called Candlekeep and try and contact members of his order or to help get him out of there and hopefully destroy whatever it is the Thayans are planning next. Part of that, the characters did travel to Candlekeep, this huge library fortress on the Sword Coast in southern, south of Waterdeep. But did not find necessarily the help they were looking for, but maybe found somebody even better by the name of Amelia Lightbringer. Apparently a High Harper, one of the members of the organization that keeps the realm in check. With this ally, they kind of raided the upstairs vault of cursed and powerful magic items, and proceeded to hear an explosion after they did their little shopping trip. Outside, they saw two incredibly dangerous looking creatures and accompanied by a swarm of ghouls. As the good Harper went to do battle with one of them, springing into the action, the rest of the party faced off with the other Nightwalker and did battle with it. There were some casualties, as this foe was much stronger than they were expecting. And 2 of my party members seem to have died without being able to be resurrected. Upon defeating this thing, though, they did defeat it, thankfully. The High Harper came back over, Amelia, and the remaining living party members decided that they needed to use the Ring of Wishes that they had acquired to wish their compatriots back to life. And so the ring was spent, and both of them have returned. Though one of them with a unique new ocular enhancement, and now there is no telling how my people are going to get into Doom Vault. Trying to figure out what all is happening, or even just how any of this is. So I throw it to you, players, now that I've spelled out the terribleness. What all would you like to do?
Well, we're trying to get back into the Doom Vaults and free Nikki. We're going to need some more assistance, and as much as we can get, because we just got absolutely wrecked in that last fight, and we're not physically able to deal with problems even of that magnitude. So, I would try to go back maybe to Yawning Portal and put out kind of a message to all, or get out a message to all to meet up there. We kind of have our list of folks from Grub, Reinhardt, Scam, our homie, the demon guy,
Horus.
Horror, yeah, Horror.
Or
We'd want to send out an APB on Narc, all of our staff at the house.
Any adventurers feeling froggy who saw Della's letter on the some job board?
Well, I'm thinking like the second guild, right? Because we're obviously on top of the board, but like the second guild that was like competing with us, this would be a good opportunity for them to like,
Yeah,
prove
who
themselves.
was that again?
They're unimportant, right? They're second place, so
It doesn't seem like they're important enough to show up. Then that's
they
crazy.
probably might not. They might not, but at least the message is out there, you know. And if they don't come, they're cowards. So,
yeah,
right. And not that I regret using that ring on you, but like, how do we get out? Like, if we manage to save Nikki, save the day, or do we just stay there and just save the world and just say fuck it, live in Doom Vault forever?
Well, we would actually like conquer the Doom Vault then, so then we'd be the ones in charge of it, right? So like, not a bad gig. Plus, I'm sure that one of our allies could find a way out if we really like needed a bank on that, you know?
Yeah, and Ark's pretty good at getting out of stuff. He'll probably figure it out.
He's good at getting himself out of stuff.
Yeah, we just follow him.
If you say so.
That would be the thought process, at least, though. That's where I would go with it. So I would like to do that.
What is that?
Do that level of recruiting. Like, go to the...
Rally the forces.
Yeah, rally the troops, man. We're going back to Yawning Portal, and we're putting out an APB on all that, and we're saying everybody has to meet within let's say 3 days, because that gives them time, and whoever can get in within 3 days, like, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, I'd also want to contact Lotus from the Witchlight Carnival to see if they'd be interested in keeping their contract killer.
Yeah, that's a good call too.
So, all right. So before we get too ahead of ourselves, you guys find yourselves in front of Candlekeep in this dirt track where 2 of you died, and were brought back by the wish spell and have been recovered by these clerics that have come and given you like the equivalent of a long rest, right? Nearby, with the scattered gates and detritus, where the Nightwalkers busted through, you see a crew of soldiers kind of finishing off any ghouls that are still around. Reinforcements seem to have arrived from elsewhere in Candlekeep. And you see as one of them comes rushing back up the path. Seems to be a scribe of some kind, or a courier. Comes up to all of you. Oh, Wise Owl, Amelia, like bring you Damaris, yes. You should come look at this. Glances back at the rest of you who are making lists of who all you need to contact. Maybe we should check this out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep making our list, but yeah.
Keep thinking about that. You guys walk down the path through scattered bodies of both ghoul and people. It's pretty grisly. You see a couple of guards that have clearly been necromanced to death by the aura of the Nightwalkers and all. And just a heap of these tiny, smaller ghoul bodies that have just crawled everywhere and been slain, it seems like everywhere as well. But as you walk out the main path, you see, in front of you, a thing that can only be described as a tear in reality. A huge, ghostly seam that appears to be opened straight out of the air itself, and currently is just floating there. A small detachment of Candlekeep guards has kind of started forming around it and in front of it. Not really sure what to do. They have a few people like digging trenches and stuff as well, and a couple of smarter looking, maybe wizardy types seem to be casting some kind of spells to determine its nature and possibly how to close it. Well, that's kind of the in progress situation that you see.
That doesn't look good. Is that where these things came through?
I would assume so, since we didn't see them from a distance. Well, at least that's what I've been told.
Is this something that could have been opened on this side, or something that would have been opened from maybe the Doom Vaults themselves? Maybe it's like feeding into us.
Kind of looks at it and steps a little bit forward, and you see in the middle of that seam there is, in fact, something. Though it's unlike the ghostly like line that kind of inhabits the rest of it, it's dark and foreboding, and you kind of see the shape of a body walking by, and maybe a building.
Building and a body.
It's difficult to discern just with what you have there. She kind of goes over to one of the nerdier folk and picks them out of their incantations and pulls them over to you guys, kind of by the scruff. Says, "What do you know about it? Explain." He kind of goes, yeah. Well, this seems to be a temporary portal that was cast here. We don't really know what kind of magic would it's like a gate kind of spell, like a very high level. But it seems almost unstable and imperfect in some ways. Not sure how long it's going to stay open, but we do know what's on the other side appears to be the Shadowfell. If you're aware of that place.
Shadowfell. That's not the same as the Doom Vault. The hell does the Shadowfell have to do with us?
Amelia kind of rubs her chin a little bit. You know, my daughter took us there once. It's not a fun place, but we actually went there before to fight a Nightwalker. I think that's
Isn't
where they come from.
that's can I like do a history check or something to
To learn more
or
about the Shadowfell?
yes.
Yes, of course you can.
Thank you. I think I know it from Baldur's Gate, but I just want to make sure.
23?
Mhm.
Pretty good. The natural 19 as well. You, thinking about it, kind of piece together and think, oh yeah, that's like the opposite of the place where the Witchlight Carnival comes. The Feywild and the Shadowfell kind of both border the material plane, where you guys are right now, and they're kind of like mirror dimensions in a way. Shadowfell's a little more on the undead side of things.
Spooky. Okay.
Yeah. That thought kind of occurs to you. We still don't know why this was made or for what purpose. But it seems whatever maybe is on the other side of this portal targeted you all here. Maybe just targeted Candlekeep, I'm not sure. But it seems awfully coincidental that you all were here, and then there's a rift open shortly after.
Are you suggesting we cause the rift?
I don't think
I mean,
you caused it.
We've never seen one of these before.
We haven't been to the Shadowfell either.
No. Okay. A lot of pieces I think I'm missing. Kinda glances around. Maybe somebody should stick their head in and look.
Well, it's not a door, so I don't know if Kaz would be willing to go up to it.
I do not want to go through that unprepared. That does not seem like a good idea.
I mean, you could just pop in and pop out, right? It's a rift. It's a gateway.
Why don't you take a look?
Let me tell you, we just
Okay.
encountered 2 of these things that came out of that rift, and I was alive for less than a minute.
She turns around and starts walking towards the rift.
I wouldn't go in there. I really would not go in there.
What, are you scared?
Yeah. For the first time, yeah.
Did you see what happened to him?
Kaz needs to-
Basically, I've hung out with my dad for a little while, and he's basically got these things that came through. They're like that.
Kaz needs new trousers.
Well, it's going to be really hard to figure out what we're dealing with if we don't know what's on the other side, isn't it?
Do you want to go first?
You're not wrong, but also I don't know if we're gonna be ready for it.
Tell you what,
You know how long this thing's going to be open for?
Hopefully it closes right now.
she looks at the nerd. Do we? He kind of. Well, with what we've determined so far, it does seem to be sealing itself. It is closing, quicker than a gate, or no, slower than a gate spell would normally, which is, would give or take about 10 minutes. This seems like it might have an hour or two of breath, life, opening.
Also, what if another one of those things walks through? Maybe we should like get away. Or
Or maybe
I don't know.
this is our only way in. We don't have the ring anymore.
To the Shadowfell?
I mean, think about it. There's these people that you've been telling me about. They probably know a lot about you at this point. Well, you've been out of there for like at least a day and some change, right?
Yeah.
The wizards of Thay are very intelligent. I think they might have found a way to find you. And maybe this is
The only way
part of
in.
that. Well, I mean, it seems like a weapon to teleport dangerous things to their enemies. Surely they have some connection to it, right? Some way of controlling it.
Maybe.
I'm grasping at straws. This is a little beyond my purview, but every time people tell me about magic, it's like they could do anything with it.
Okay.
I know how to make things get hit harder and heal a little bit. It's not really my purview.
Kaz, how are you feeling?
Not great. I mean, we just like everything was black. We got into the fight as soon as we got done. I'm taking this armor off. All that cursed armor that I have on.
Are you able to?
Yeah, there's no restriction from it, I don't think. If it has a restriction on it, that would be wild. While you're wearing some blah blah blah. You can't doff it unless you're target. Oh my gosh, I can't. I actually have to wear this shit. Okay, well.
You love your
It's
armor.
fine. It's fine. Love this stuff. I like try to pull it off. I'm pretty sure this is cursed, so that's great. Can't take
Don't
it
forget.
off.
Don't
Where
forget
did
you're
you
still
get
wearing
that,
the
by
cat
the way?
ears.
Oh yeah.
You're still wearing your cat ears, Kaz.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Long story where we got it. Regardless, it's not good. And I'm telling you right now, ever since we restarted hanging out with Nikki, things went downhill. It's just, this has been a mess. This has been a mess, let's be honest. I am not doing good.
So do you think there would be a way for Kaz to recuperate before we jump in there and just die?
I'm healthy. I'm good. Like, I
Oh.
feel strong. I just feel weak at the same time, you know? It's like it's a confidence thing.
She kind
Time to put
of,
your
Amelia kind of
prize
looks
down.
over at you.
It's like that night at the party, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I've had the worst time lately. Just, you know, things have not gone how they should. And I think I'm getting scammed. And I asked Scam and he said I wasn't, so things are
Think
just weird.
scamming?
No, he wouldn't do that.
Scam
He'd
wouldn't
tell me.
scam.
He'd tell me.
Not
You
Kaz.
tell me.
So that... Are you saying that armor's a little bit heavy? A little bit much on you? Like, do you need...
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just really...
I mean, if it's cursed and you think it's too much, then we can get it removed, probably.
No, it's fine. I'm just making excuses.
Okay, suit yourself. I mean, pretty much everything in there was cursed.
Not these health potions.
Hey.
Probably not, yeah. Definitely fine.
Absolutely fine.
It's at this moment that there's kind of like a TV staticky noise that kind of starts happening. Y'all realize it's kind of coming from Della.
What do you mean it's coming from me?
Della?
As
Well-
y'all turn to look at Della, who is also confused about, because like for you it's a weird noise. It's like it's coming from
Anybody else hear that?
coming from like in your head, like if you have ear pods in, you know.
I just assumed it's just real close.
Where is this?
That's so weird.
Della's which eye did you choose to?
We left, I think.
Your left eye begins to glow very brightly. The green energy.
Am I doing a weird thing again?
And then shooting out of your eye, very
Wow.
much like R2D2 hologram.
So everybody seeing that.
A small hologram kind of appears in the middle of all of you. It's a little staticky, it's a little weird. wavery, and it's a nice neon green kind of color. As you all kind of look surprised at the figure that's standing in the middle of you. Very short, like a foot and a half tall. Kind of looks around. You see, well, no beating around the bush, really. It's Della's patron. Oh, hello, everybody. Wasn't really sure this would, but it seems like it's working. My apologies for the sudden interruption. You're not busy, are you?
Oh no, not particularly. Your mum wants to go through this portal and see what's up. She's lovely, by the way.
She kind of turns around to Amelia, who's standing there, and looks up. Oh. Mother, what are you doing here? Why? Oh, well, I was here waiting for Elwyn, and just so happened that all of these lovely people came in, and they needed my assistance, so I took them into the vaults, and... Oh, okay, I think I'm gonna stop you there. Okay, well, first off, please do not die. I really need you to not die. The things that these people are doing are very dangerous, and I would rather you not be involved, but I know I can't talk you out of it, so please don't die. Amelia just kind of smiles and just holds up a thumb. Got you. She kind of rubs her temples. Okay. So the reason I tried this call, because sending spells are way too short-lived, and I wanted to see if this would work, and it seems like it's working. So, Della and all of your friends, I believe that whatever's happening to me and whatever's happening to you seem more than tangentially related. You remember what I told you about assassin thing about trying to kill me, right, Della?
I do remember that.
The people that I am dealing with also seem to use these Nightwalkers as walking weapons. So, I'm thinking there might be a correlation. Boof.
Those are Della's last two brain cells trying to figure out what's going on.
But that rift thing, and I've seen bits and pieces through the... I'm surprised you put that in your head. I've seen bits and pieces to the eye, though. That rift, I think, is a weapon that the Thayans have been working on since the Bloodgate fell. And I think, as they failed to wipe you out here, the next target is going to be the Yawning Portal. They're going to send more Nightwalkers through there.
You've got to warn them.
Well, that's harder to do than it is to talk with you. For me, right now. I'm trying to conserve as much of my power as I can for keeping myself safe. But I think I would recommend, if you don't want a gaping crater in the middle of Waterdeep, that you figure out how to stop that weapon from making more portals. Potentially redirect the Nightwalker, if you can.
Okay. Alright. How is everybody feeling about this information?
Well,
It
I
makes
don't want to
sense.
say this, but I feel like the best way to stop the weapon is to go to the weapon, which is probably through the portal.
Exactly. See, the druid has some sense to it.
Kaz nods. Yeah. You gotta go direct to its source.
No,
So we've
I'm.
got to get a message to
Dude.
everybody else in imminent danger, and then we're going through the actual yawning portal.
I
Good.
suppose that's true.
Great.
Yes. I mean, there's plenty of scribes at Candlekeep that can cast sending. I'm sure. Sure, you can get what messages out you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Assemble your friends, your allies, or tell them to meet you there. I'm not really sure what your game plan is, but just wanted to stop in and let you know. Unfortunately, I'm about to pull what we call a pro gamer move. So I will not be very accessible. But I can send one piece of support, at least. If
We'll
you're
take
willing to
whatever you
take my
can
help.
give.
As I thought. Number 357 will be joining you within about 10 minutes. Then.
They have a nickname. We'll call it the LURK. LURK.
I'm sure you'll love her. She's very attractive and very helpful. Anyways, is there anything else you need from me while I'm here?
This eye thing. You know, actually, I don't even know where to begin to question this. So actually, it's fine. I'll just figure it out.
I did not know you were going to Candlekeep.
And it kind of just happened. I don't know. Do you
Can I?
you want this back or
She kind of like looks at for a moment, like she's debating something in her head, and looks back at the tall dragonborn towering over your group. Della, let's take this aside for a moment.
okay?
Walk with me.
All right. She's just gonna like
This little
Holy
hologram coming out of your
awesome.
eye walks along, like through the air, away, and I assume you follow.
Yeah, she'll just go in the direction she sees the hologram walking. Like, all right, cool.
Kind of pencil. That was interesting. I was just mimicking walking. Nice, but I actually moved. That was cool. Okay. This is new for me, if I can be perfectly honest.
Oh, well, that's new for me.
How honest would you like me to be if you had a choice?
I mean, don't seem like we got much time for coddling.
Okay. Do you know what a lich is at this point?
More or less.
Okay. I am a lich.
Okay.
But whereas most liches have an object that they bind their soul to so they can be resurrected,
Hmm.
I bound my soul to the weave. The thing that makes magic, the necrotic weave.
Guess that's a bit harder to destroy than a phylactery.
That's what I thought. And it's given me unique insight. It's made me powerful enough to host a cleric and to distribute some powers and make my own magic. But it had unintended effects.
Mhm.
One of those is what seems to be in your head now.
Took your eye.
one of them.
Hmm.
All of those. I think you've only been to the one. But all of my clinics are run by doppelgangers I've made of myself. Like a simulacrum, but more lasting.
Mhm.
I think this was left behind by one of them. And I think that eye has focused and concentrated my power. I think that is one of my phylactery.
Oh. Okay. That's unexpected. Oh, I mean, I had a little, a kind of conversation with it when I died earlier. So, was that,
Sensation.
was that you, or does it speak for itself?
Oh, I wish I was there. Get a closer look at you. It wasn't me, not my conscious. Maybe a fragment? As far as I understand, phylacteries hold enough of your soul that it can bind your soul when you leave this plane, or attempt to, on accident. So it must have been a shard of me somehow.
All right then.
So interesting. I wish we had more time.
Yeah, that's all right. I know all I need to. I'll trust it.
That's the best part about you, is your trusting me. And I appreciate it. Just
We'll
don't
do our best.
let that fall into the Thayan's hand.
Right.
I would
And
prefer
we'll...
it be destroyed, if anything. I don't know
Right.
how you would destroy it.
Noted. But also try to keep your mum alive. Well, although she's probably fine. But, you know, always nice to know someone's looking out for your people.
I appreciate that. Although, if she does die, unless something horrible happens, I think I should be able to fix that. Oh, not too much pressure.
I get that.
She is a reckless one. So, she'll help you very well. She's very powerful.
Good, because we have never gone against something like what we just did, and there's more of them where we're going. Even Kaz is scared.
That should say something.
It does.
He's usually too stupid to be scared.
Oh.
Well, I think it's time for me to go kill somebody, and I think it's time for you to go kill somebody too.
Right. Best of luck, and see you on the other side.
Yes. And Ella,
Yes.
don't die either.
Thinks about how she just died.
Experience.
She'll give a bow. I'll do my best.
And she kind of nods, and your eye stops glowing, and the vision disappears.
So it takes a moment to just breathe before she walks back over to the others. What, what were you doing? Have they sent for scribes, or?
Well, you haven't been gone long, but we were deciding to walk through the portal to send out as many messages, whatever means we can, to the folks at the, our allies, and let them know to either come and join us or be ready on the other side if we don't win. Because that'd help us if we don't win.
Comforting.
Oh, we'll win. Don't worry about that.
You seem
Comforting.
confident.
I've never lost.
Well, let's hope that streak continues.
It's like better than I can say for us.
That's true. You know. But the good news is I'll be there, so maybe you won't die as horribly. Kind of jokes and gives you a little nudge.
Kaz just puts his head down. Yeah, I'm hoping.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on. Lift your spirits a bit. You don't want to go into battle on half-hearted.
Yeah, Kaz.
Kaz just nods. Let's do this.
Alright. Describes a symbol for your string of sending spells. Who all are you guys contacting?
Reinhardt,
Reinhardt.
our chef from the house, our bartender from the house.
Mm-hmm.
All of our employees,
All
or
the
sorry,
employees.
our
Yep.
independent contractors. They did not get
Right.
benefits. They were ICs.
Yep.
Um,
Hobby.
Lotus.
Plus, they're all hourly. We don't want them to unionize, so they're all independent contractors. And yeah, definitely Lotus, definitely
Hobby.
Whore, and
Horace.
Hobby,
Mhm.
and Narc.
The one to Horace is more of a demand.
Yeah, that's actually required. He's got to leave the gym and get back to.
He's got a...
He's swole, but he's got to help us out now.
Okay, yeah.
Other adventuring party members from the Yawning Portal, perhaps
Blake.
Blake.
I think Blake?
Yeah.
Blake Dustdown.
Blake Dustdown.
Yeah, the wielder of the Blade of Darkness, whose name I can't remember at the moment.
Oh yeah. Nikki. Well, no, not Nikki.
Nikki's occupied.
We should probably
Well,
send a
no.
message to the Orlov family, letting them know this is
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
hey
see.
man,
Narc. That's what I'm thinking of.
Narc.
Or anti-narc, whoever. I don't know
Whichever
which
one of those shows up.
Yeah, one of the narcs.
Mm-hmm.
Man, wouldn't that be wild if
Grub.
anti-narcs showed up and just murdered us all?
Grub.
Grub.
Grub. Maybe they graduated from wizard school or whatever they were doing.
Della, do you
Um,
have any feelings about inviting Grub to the fray?
I mean, she's not in love with it, but it's an all hands on deck scenario, I guess.
Okay.
So hoping she can stay back and maybe do like some support magic.
Okay. Real quick before you keep listing. When the sending goes out for the quote unquote unimportant other member adventuring party of the Yawning Portal, the scribe kind of looks up and says, they responded, what is our party name? Or at least one of our names, if you want us to risk our lives for.
Tell me someone remembers the bard's names.
There won't be anything if they don't come. But
Suit
Yeah.
yourselves if you don't want to come.
It's not about saving us, it's about saving
Yep.
yourselves.
Just another mistake that this is why you don't get to be top of the board. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Kaz, you don't remember the guy that you arm wrestled?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
No.
Amelia kind of looks
Fuck
over
'em.
at the rest of you and kind of arches an eyebrow.
Kaz, do you think your dad would help?
No.
What about Scam?
Scam's always with us.
he's been wonderful help.
He has.
A scam?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Trent.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe-
He's looking out for us.
Maybe Hobby, we can ask Hobby to post on Flame Talk for some of his supporters. Maybe they'll form a militia and come help.
Some of his followers. That might be smart.
Mm-hmm.
We could have Hobby do that.
What about the bartender from the Yarning Portal? He seemed seems gruff enough.
I think he's got to stay on this side of the portal, to be honest.
Oh yeah, who's gonna pour the drinks?
And if the
Yep.
problems come through the other end, like we don't make
Uh-huh.
it, someone's got to stay through on this side.
They are
Where are we?
coming to his establishment. I assume he'd want to stay to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
You got anybody, Rafi or Della? Anybody else?
no.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I see a long line of people we've pissed off, but not.
It's fine. I think that's a good list.
All right. Your sending spells go out. And there is tense few minutes. You hear back through some of the scribes about a few of the people. And there's some chatter. At one point or another, people do start filtering in via teleportation circle and other means of transportation. The first to arrive is a drow woman with slightly glowing green eyes and some white robes, who just kind of approaches and gives a slight bow to Della.
They look at us back as well.
Looks exactly like your patron.
Right. Well, welcome to whatever this is. Thank you for coming.
I am honored to serve.
All right. He seems to be struggling with the role reversal here.
Yeah, I guess that would be weird, huh?
Yeah.
The second person that arrives is a good old-fashioned Grub. Grub the Goblin, who is toting a very large cylindrical device covered in a tarp on their back. Kind of hauling it.
Oh.
Hey!
Let me help with that. Della runs over to help with the cylinder.
It's okay. This is my weapon of choice. I'm gonna make it work.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you gonna be?
You remember that thing you gave me?
Oh.
Like, Ooh, you said you got it from like a temple or something.
Yes, I really,
The dance thing. The dancing thing.
I
I made a gun out of it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
got as a ranged weapon. Love that. Great.
Rob, you are the coolest person ever.
I call it my dance cannon.
See, and you were skeptical when I showed it to you too. Grub, I'm so proud of you.
I knew it had unlimited potential.
You
Go
know,
give her like
this-
a little kiss on the forehead. Not the
It-
only thing.
It can really be used to enhance your place of business, and maybe people will forget about that smell outside in the alley.
Kind of looks over at you. Have you been going in the alley?
Kaz just looks away.
Leans over to Della, just kind of looking up. What is he doing in the alley?
Grub, just leave that
Well-
between him and the alley for the best.
I'd maybe put like a fence or something out there. Cameras.
I'll
Oh,
hire
no.
a security guard.
That would work as well.
Yeah. But cool, dance cannon, let's go.
Dance cannon.
Dance cannon.
Badass.
You don't get to see what it looks like yet. Saving that for the show. Shortly thereafter, you do see there is a fiery beacon as a demon walks through. One with 4 arms and a big bulking head. And kind of looks over at your group. I am here.
Or yes.
How are things at the workplace? You're looking swole.
I am strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's,
cannot wait to feast upon the rabbit's soul.
Well, you got like 49 more
Hey.
years, so
I have no soul.
you got a little bit of waiting to do. But let me tell you, when you do, it's gonna taste delicious.
My soul would be as bitter as the most.
I
Bitter
You know-
love sour candies.
You know, they do say that, like, it's more satisfying to eat something that is satisfied, right? So, like, wouldn't you want us to, like, you know what? Just do your job.
ASMR
Glad we have you.
delicious too.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk about that.
A few minutes later, there is a squawk and a tuft of feathers as something falls from the sky and lands next to you guys. In like a pile, like if you get a bird,
excellent!
bird in
yes.
a window.
Yep.
Oh
This
my
is,
gosh.
This is Narc. This is him, right?
And an Indiana
Gotta be.
Jones looking bird man stands up, dusts himself off. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. You ready
Yeah,
to go? Ready to go?
You look great. It's so yeah. Yep, we're ready to go. Narc, you've
brought
been here
extra
before,
works.
haven't you? I bet you've been here before.
Narc's been everywhere.
What is this place?
Yeah. It's Shadowfell or something.
Oh yeah, I know all about the Shadowfell.
Yep. That's what I told. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it's really good to have you here.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, he has been
And
here.
there's lots of holes. Potential falling.
There's shadows and there's fell.
Yeah, there's felling. Exactly.
Oh,
That's wow.
I brought a man. You know what? I just was looting a tomb. I found a magic item that makes a lot of light. Be perfect.
Yes.
then we just have to watch out for the holes.
Exactly. My thought. I always knew you were the smart one.
Yeah.
A few more minutes pass, and you do see a a group emerge from one of the teleportation circles as Reinhardt and all of your employees arrive.
Hey, what's up, gang?
Hi.
I heard there was a fight.
Claire's blushing. Thank
My
you for
lady,
coming.
it's good to see you.
She gives him a wink.
He winks with his one good eye.
Oh,
Yeah, Reinhardt, Maya is there as well.
Hey, yo.
Your sorceress, who cleans your house, is also there.
Maya
and your
looking
chef.
good. Ah, damn.
Hey, I got
you
told we
saying-
were
are
gonna
you
get
saying-
overtime for this.
Oh, well,
Yes.
overtime
Yes,
laws is a
absolutely.
really interesting point in the contract.
absolutely.
Oh, also legally, I just do want to stress
And
you're not
hazard
here
pay.
because we're paying you to make you be here. You're here because you want, and we're compensating you for that desire.
Contractors do not get overtime, but we can figure out a
Oh,
different arrangement. It's overtime laws. We can't violate that.
You're right. You should give me hazard pay.
Yeah, hazard pay. We could do that.
Yep.
Actually, we could do that.
Cool.
There will be plenty of treasure for hazard pay.
We can do hazard pay. That is very
All
that is
right.
on the list.
She seems satisfied.
Excellent.
That brings us to no. Oh yeah, no. One last person. See, one more magic circle opens up, and you see as Hobby appears, your snickiest boy. Seems to have some new digs on. Comes rolling out in full metal-plated armor, no longer the chain tube that you had before, but like fully interlocking serpentine plates that cover his flame-like
Ooh.
body,
Sick.
all glowing a little bit from the heat. And comes through, wielding a familiar-looking trident.
Oh,
no way.
that's funny. That's really funny.
Hi guys.
Hobby,
Hobby!
me boy.
Hi. I brought Drown with me. That's
Yeah.
we call. She likes to be called Drown sometimes because she's like, it's cool. But Wave, you remember Wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the wave, I'm the fire. It's kind of a thing.
The goodest fire snake.
I'm
Well,
glad
yeah.
y'all have been bonding.
Also,
you become really popular.
yeah, I texted lots of people on Flame Talk. They're gonna meet us on the other side.
Awesome.
they're adults, right? They didn't have to get their parents' permission to be here.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know any of these people.
okay.
Oh,
You think that's how TikTok followers work?
I mean, I didn't know if they sent you like
Right, Flame Talk.
analytics to let you know what you're like the general demographics of your followers.
Oh. I should look at that.
We haven't been
So-
home enough. Anyway,
Oh, speaking of not being home.
This is war. Children can die.
Yeah, and I'm a full adult. Speaking of, I've made some life changes and a discovery about myself and my inner peace.
oh, that's lovely.
And I've discovered that and they press a little thing on their shoulder plate, and all of the metal armor changes into pink, blue, and white. It just kind of changes
Ooh.
over.
cool.
I'm a they, them! Woo!
Excelente.
Good for
That's
you, Hobby.
wonderful, dear.
Hobby. Wonderful.
It's been good. It's been great.
Is Hobby
There.
still all right, or would you like to change what we call you?
I'll be honest with you, I think Hobby is a very gender neutral name. It's a pepper.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And you are a spicy one, Hobby. You know that?
you know it. Uncle.
Well,
I really
we're really
don't know what our relationship is at this point.
These your
Well,
cats.
My
Fre-
cast, that's fair.
friend, ally, comrade.
Friend might be a strong word.
Comrade.
Just fucking with you. I love you, buddy. Bring it in, bring it in.
Dad.
Yeah! My
Is there-
two moms, my son, and my Kaz.
Hey,
Woo!
let's do it, Javi. I'm so glad.
Family. Yeah, we're gonna go kill things?
Yeah, we're gonna go
It's
after
been
all
so
the things.
long.
Okay, the bloodlust is there.
Ah!
Good. Keep that energy. Keep that. We
See,
need that
these
energy.
little exhaust vents kind of open up in the back and let the steam out.
That is definitely the energy we need.
Yeah. I met another person named Franklin. They're like a spider person. They've been helping me make armor. It's cool. It's cool. Love them. All right, we ready? We ready? We ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's here?
Fucking
Alright.
go. And so, we're about to enter into this mysterious portal. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Is there
Onward.
anything you guys would like to do before you go in?
I give a speech.
Okay. So your assembled
Nice.
forces
Friends, friends,
here. Romans. Countrymen.
allies, hobby,
Horace.
or. I'm glad you all made it. It's
I
been a
take-
rough couple of days for yours truly and the rest of us, but I can safely say that with all of you here, we've got a fighting chance. And when we beat what's on the other side of this, we're going to be stinking rich and famous
And alive.
and very much
Most
alive.
importantly.
And
Woo!
y'all look great. Your confidence is inspiring. And everyone gains some temp hit points from that.
Nice.
Go ahead and
Oh.
hand yourself 14 of them.
Well, I feel like it's questionable. Yeah, okay. Is there a very powerful, potent cleric spell that you'd like to cast, Ella?
Very powerful potent cleric spell. That's
I think
pretty good.
you can cast up to level 5s now, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a very nice 5th level cleric spell that you might enjoy casting. Starts with an H.
Was it healing word? Do we need to be healed?
It's
Nope.
is it heroism? Is that
Nope. Close.
No, okay.
Closer.
It's the one that
Warmer.
I have.
Warmer.
Because I'm looking.
Heroes.
What do I even have?
Wait, is that a higher level spell?
Let me see what spells go.
Hang on a minute. I'm helping you guys out because shit's about to go down. Let me just look at this real fast. How high of a level? Oh, never mind. You can't say that's the one yet.
Okay.
You can do some crazy stuff though. You could summon. Well, this will be later. All right, there's
You know
there's
what,
some stuff that you have access to.
No, clerics all used a lot of magic to keep you guys a long rest. So I'll say, well, that's even Steven. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you could cast Hero's Feast. That's my bad.
alright.
I tantalized you with things you cannot have. All right.
We all have a regular feast of snacks from the vending machines.
Oh, you know what? I know someone that could cast it.
Are we about to meet the other mother?
The other what?
I didn't know if we were introducing Elwyn.
Oh, no, she's not a cleric.
Oh.
You know what? I have a surprise for you later.
Ooh.
Time to walk through the portal.
Let's go.
I will say as well, the two tag-along NPCs that you guys have had with you last couple sessions, Kieran and Irisoth. Kieran kind of looks over at the rest of you as you're preparing to go in here. He's like, "Should I go in with you?"
Yeah,
Please.
of course.
We don't blame you if you don't want to.
Yep, we understand either way.
No, I blame you. The fate of everything rests on our hands. So yeah, I blame you.
That's clear.
Make an intimidation check for me, Claire.
Okay. Also, I'll point out that she's glaring at him with her hand on her knife. Intimidation.
Yeah.
So Claire's like, you can die here, you can die there, pick.
You can choose now.
I don't know where the dice went. Oh, 21.
Maria, your rolls are always amazing in this game.
Not when they matter sometimes in combat.
That's
Not
fair.
when they matter.
But intimidating a weak man? Absolutely.
With a 21, he's like,
Wait, can he never mind. I should remember.
I want to know what you were about to say.
Okay, can he get on his knees and kiss my shoes or something and call me mommy?
Yes.
Oh my
And in
god.
the interest of keeping
How does
this
Reinhardt feel? Is he
stream
jealous right now?
monetized, I will say he does that, and that's how I'm gonna describe how he does that. He does that.
He does that.
Reinhardt step away from my feet, right?
His
Reinhardt's
feet-
like, do me next.
I think Reinhardt just grinning.
I feel like Reinhardt would love to watch something like that. He'd be like, yes.
He's like, this is new territory for me, but I'm open to explore.
I'm not mad at it.
Turns out, not bad.
This has awakened something in me.
Now come. Honor, justice. Reinhardt. Okay. You guys are ready to go then. And you all head into the portal. This dimensional rift. In this hour, we'll say, that you guys have been here waiting for people to arrive and have kind of been pushing the envelope a little bit on the comfort level that you're willing to let this thing sit here. It has diminished by a good couple feet in every direction. And kind of grown a lot smaller. But it's still open. And you guys walk in, and it's a bit different from the times that you've walked through different dimensional travels and such. There's no super gut pulling feeling, but it does feel like you're walking through a wall of water for just a moment. There's some resistance as you make your way through this dimensional tear that should not exist. And as soon as you breach the other side, it is, well, first off, far darker and a good deal colder as well. But those things are kind of secondary to what you see as you make your way through the portal. As you look around, stepping out of this gap in the realms, you see a horde of undead creatures covering just about every surface in your way. Ghouls, zombies, and other similar undead, some skeletons marching around, populate the entire section of what appears to be a decrepit and nightmarish town square. Nearby, there's in place of where there would be a canal or a river in a city, there used to be a flowing moat of lava. But even that's light is kind of diminished and squished with the oppressive night that looms over you. Not a single star in the cloudless sky. Off in the distance in front of you, though, you see, beyond the horde, is a looming structure. You see two undead behemoths guarding, similar to the Crusader you fought in the Beyonding Portal. And between you and that is only hundreds of undead. And you kind of look between yourselves, and you see, oh yeah, we're not alone either. Just stepping out as I reveal all of your allies. Nark takes position on one of the nearby roofs along with Grub and their dance cannon, readying themselves.